ready today? Guys, my name is Danny. This is going to happen pretty quickly. Giving you guys a heads up, we're a little bit ahead of schedule. We're trying to start around 12:40 for our next portion of competition if you want to spread the word to your dancers, help you guys get a little bit of extra sleep tonight. We had 3 of our judges on this panel of the competition. After ranking each routine on a scale of 1 to 100, their scores are added together, and based on that lump sum, each routine will go home with a medallion or set of medallions. The lowest you can get is a bronze, then a silver, then a high silver, then a gold, then a high gold, then something called a stop the clock, which is a near perfect score. Guys, when I call your name, send yourself to the back. Be proud of all the work you put in, and congratulations. We started with number 1 from BDC Aurora with Late for Tea, receives a high gold. Number 2 from Southern Strut Mullins with Sweet Child of Mine, receives a high gold. Number 3 from DC Dance Factory Live with Yellow Polka Dot Bikini, receives a high gold. Number 4 from Steps in Motion, Kayla and Rainbow, receives a high gold. Number 5 from Southern Strut, Mia with Bulletproof, receives a high gold. Number 6 from Columbia City Jazz, Seth with Ain't That a Kick in the Head, receives Number 20 from BDC, Ella and Pocahontas, receives a gold. 21 from GAC, Irene with Naughty, receives a gold. 22 was from Stars Dance Company, Sophia with Away from This Silence, receives a high gold. 23 from the Dance Center, Wells and Zinc, receives a high gold. 24 from Modern Conceptions, Renee with Angel, receives a gold. 25 from Steps in Motion, Addison and Respect, receives a high gold. Number 26 from Club Dance Studio, Olivia and Trust, receives a high gold. 28 from GAC, Cameron with Try Everything, receives a gold. 29 from Columbia City Jazz, Savannah and Escape the Fate, receives a high gold. Number 30 from Miami Dance Collective, Fiorella with Journey, receives a gold. 31 from the Dance Center, Anna Marie with Wings, receives a high gold. 32 from BDC, Coley and Salute, receives a gold. 33 from Club Dance Studio, Isabella and Bluebirds, receives a gold. 34 from Center Stage Dance Studio, Anaya with Circus, receives a gold. 35 from the Dance Center, Olivia with Mara, receives a high gold. 36 from Columbia City Jazz, Tristan and New Wings, receives a high gold. 37 from Southern Strut, Sydney and Nothing But the Water, receives a high gold. 38 from Rhythm Dance Center, Sydney and Little Bird, receives a gold. 39 from Just Dance, Madeline within Roses, receives a high gold. Number 40 from Dance Makers of Atlanta, Elena with Run Me Out, receives a gold. 41 from Southern Strut, Caroline with Work Me Down, receives a high gold. 42 from Steps in Motion, Emma with Closer, receives a high gold. 43 from Blue Ridge Ballet, Island with Your Song, receives a high gold. 44 from the Dance Center, Campbell and Looking Up, receives a high gold. 45 from Columbia City Jazz, Kylie with Light, receives a high gold. Number 46 from BDC, Anaya with Arabian Princess, receives a gold. 47 from Heidi Knight School of Dance, McKaylee with Expensive, receives a gold. 48 from Dancetown, Kelsey and Amazing Grace, receives a high gold. Number 49 from Summit Dance Shop, Eliana with Heel, receives a high gold. 50 from Southern Strut, Skylar with Ain't Nobody, receives a high gold. 51 from Ginger Brown's, Ian with Swing What You Got, receives a high gold. 52 from Southern Strut, M with Precious Things, receives a high gold. 53 from the Dance Center, Susanna and Siren Song, receives a gold. 54 from Columbia City Jazz, Dylan with Say You Love Me, receives a gold. 55 from Driven Dance, Eloise with Reverence, receives a gold. 56 from Just Dance, Peyton and Lift Me Up, receives a gold. 57 from Dance Makers of Atlanta, Elise in Fame receives a gold. 58 from Southern Strut, Ella in The Tragedy receives a high gold. 59 from Prodigy Dance, Emma with How the Mighty Fall receives a high gold. Number 60 from Miami Dance Collective, Vanessa in Summer receives a high gold. 61 from the Dance Center, Mali with Slip receives a high gold. 62 from Columbia City Jazz, Jalen and That Girl receives a high gold. 63 from Rhythm Dance Center, Kennedy and Stations receives a gold. 64 from Ramadan Academy, Juliana and Fire receives a high gold. 66 from Academy Ballet and Jazz, Marion with Sacrifice the Soul receives a high gold. 67 from Steps in Motion, Madison and Rain receives a high gold. 68 from Blue Ridge Ballet, Sadie with New Day receives a gold. 69 from the Dance Center, Sarah and Still Frame receives a Stop the Clock award. Number 70 from Columbia City Jazz, Jasmine and Reigns of Castamere receives a high gold. Number 78 from G Rhythm, Catherine with Dance receives a gold. 71 from BDC, Ainsley and Popular receives a high silver. 73 from Dance Makers of Atlanta, Grace with When I Go Out receives a high gold. 74 from Southern Strut, Reagan and Yours receives a high gold. 75 from Rhythm Dance Center, Bella with Tears I Shed receives a high gold. 76 from from DFX, Dance Force, Lexi with Bitter Earth receives a high gold. 77 from the Dance Center, Jameson with Surface of the Sun receives a gold. 78 from Art in Motion, Annalise with Emergency receives a gold. 79 from Artistic Fusion, Kelsey and Drinky receives a high gold. Number 80 from Just Dance, Dalen and Can't Turn You Loose receives a gold. 88 from Miami Dance Collective, Valentina with Paths Not Taken receives a high gold. Number 81 from Art in Motion, Ada and Money receives a gold. 82 from GAC, Claire with Freeze You Out receives a gold. 83 from Dance Connection, Akia with Mini B receives a gold. 84 from the Dance Center, Night receives gold. 85 from Steps in Motion, Salvation receives a gold. Number 86 was from Rhythm Dance Center, Blackbird receives a high gold. 87 from BDC, Me and My Girls receives a gold. 88 from Columbia City Jazz, Stand By Me receives a high gold. 89 from Blue Ridge Ballet, Enter Our World receives a gold. 90 from the Dance Center, Time receives a high gold. 91 from Steps in Motion, Magic receives a gold. 92 from Rhythm Dance Center, Look After receives a high gold. And 93 from Dance Makers of Atlanta, Motherless Child receives a high gold. High score starting with our sidekick solos. Sidekicks, if you hear your name, run up here and form one nice little line right here. We're going to announce the top 4 scores. We have a 2-way tie for the 4th highest scoring sidekick solo. 4th high score is Aurora with Late for Tea from BDC. Tying with Mia and Bulletproof from Southern Strut. Awesome, guys. You can hang right there for a second. 3rd, 2nd, 1st. Your 3rd highest scoring sidekick solo is Liv with Yellow Polka Dot Bikini from DC Dance Factory. 2nd high score goes to Kayla with Rainbow from Steps in Motion. And our 1st place highest scoring sidekick solo is Mullins with Sweet Child of Mine from Southern Strut. Keep that applause going for our youngest dancers. Sidekicks, let's take a bow. Congratulations, guys. You can have a seat. Thank you so much. I'm going to move this way because we are going to announce the top 10 scores for minis, and we do have a handful of ties, you guys, unbreakable ties. But just to be clear, these are still the top 10 scores out of all of our mini solos. Let's form one line. Go see Jonathan. 10th high score, Isabella with Bluebirds from Club Dance Studio. 9th high score, Addison with Respect from Steps in Motion. Also 9th high score, Wells with Zinc from the Dance Center. Also 9th place goes to India with Don't Be Afraid from Dance Makers of Atlanta. Also tying with Lydia and We Dance from the Dance Center. And last but not least, the 9th highest score, Nola with Pace of Nature from CC and Company. Your 8th highest scoring mini soloist is Seth with Ain't That a Kick in the Head from Columbia City Jazz. 7th high score, there are 2 of you. 7th high score, Jonah with Breathe from Club Dance Studio. Tying with Lisa, from The Crossing from the Dance Center. 6th high score, mini solo goes to Jacqueline with Easy from Robin Dawn Academy. 5th high score, mini soloist is Ella with The Water is Wide from Havila Dance Company. 3-way tie for the 4th highest scoring mini solo. First up is Anna Marie with Wings from the Dance Center. Tying with Olivia and Trust from Club Dance Studio. And tying with Valeria and Capalista Monsta from Miami Dance Collective. Third high score for mini solos, there are 2 of you. Third high score, first up is Aubrey with Dance With Me from Steps in Motion. Joining them, third high score mini solo, Carolina with Floating Sinking from Miami Dance Collective. Your second highest score out of all mini solos is Sophia with Away From This Silence from Stars Dance Company. And our absolute highest scoring mini solo is Savannah with Escape the Fate from Columbia City Jazz. Big round of applause. Keep it going for all of our top 10 scores. Thank you so much to our minis. Congrats. You guys can have a seat. Thank you so much. Moving on to our junior solos. Same thing, juniors. Top 10. There are a bunch of ties. Come form one straight line, and congratulations. 3 of you guys with the same score, putting you at the 10th highest out of all junior solos. Jalen with That Girl from Columbia City Jazz. Tying with Vanessa and Summer from Miami Dance Collective. Tying with Olivia and Mara from the Dance Center. 2 solos, the same score, putting you at 9th highest. Caroline with Work Me Down from Southern Strut. Also 9th highest score, Madison and Rain from Steps in Motion. 8th high score, Reagan with Yours from Southern Strut. Tying with Juliana and Fire from Robin Dawn. Also 8th high score goes to Tristan and New Wings from Columbia City Jazz. Island with Your Song from Blue Ridge Ballet. Tying with Madeline and In Roses from Just Dance. And last but not least, 8th highest score, Grace with When I Go Out from Dance Makers of Atlanta. Your 7th highest scoring junior solo is Bella with Tears I Shed from Rhythm Dance Center. 2-way tie for the 6th highest score, Mally Grace with Slip from the Dance Center, tying with Ella and The Tragedy from Southern Strut. 2-way tie for 5th highest scoring junior solo, Kylie with Light from Columbia City Jazz. Tying with Kelsey and Drinky from Artistic Fusion Dance Academy. 2-way tie for the 4th highest score, Eliana with Heel from Summit Dance Shop. Tying with Marion and Sacrifice the Soul from Academy of Ballet and Jazz. Then we have a 3rd, 2nd, 1st. Your 3rd highest scoring junior solo is Kelsey with Amazing Grace from Dancetown. 2nd high score goes to Emma with How the Mighty Fall from Prodigy Dance. 1st place high score junior solo goes to Sarah with Still Framed from the Dance Center. Keep that applause going for all of our juniors. Congratulations, take a bow. Have a seat, thank you so much. Okay, the last thing we have to announce now are the top 3 scores for junior duo trios, and then in about 5 minutes or so, we'll move on with our next portion of competition. Junior duo trios, you guys can grab your plaque and have a seat. 3rd high score junior duo trio goes to Motherless Child from Dance Makers of Atlanta. 2nd high score junior duo trio Look After from Rhythm Dance Center. And the highest scoring junior duo trio is Time from the Dance Center. You guys, thank you on stage again very, very much. Thank you guys in the audience very much.